Tribe of Noise Music. 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 Tribe of Noise Music.
What the heck is up, guys? My mic, god damn it. I do that every time. What is up, guys? It's your boy Jim Rat. We're coming at you live. How's the audio? Let me get an audio check. Check. Audio check. Audio check. Audio okay. Not great on the audio. Uncle Tom here audio. Uncle Tom audio sounds good. All right. Quietly exiting large positions out of this chain. I have been doing that for so long now. Kingsway, what is up? How's everyone doing? This is the real deal. I'm about to break some stuff down. You're not going to like it. It's going to break your reality. Richard Hart is a career scammer. I've had wind of this for a while, but you can't obviously be 100% sure. I like to be 100% sure. And I went in the PSYOP, and I made a lot of money from the PSYOP. So I got into the PSYOP early, so I got to actually reap those benefits, those rewards, and then come out of the PSYOP and sell everything and realize Richard Hart was lying the entire time, and he is a perma-gooner. Richard Hart is a gooner loser. I don't care how much money he has. Now Richard Hart has to hide wherever the hell he is while his kingdom collapses, because you know what? It was built on fraud. The entire thing is fraud. Richard Hart deserves to be tried for this too. Like, for real. Like, I don't care what loopholes that you're working around, dude. This dude is a career scammer. And he scammed me. I got the best deal out of this shit. I got a great deal. I got scammed kind of good because I got to get out with my head above water, but most people didn't. Most people that have even looked or interacted with this guy have almost lost everything. Richard Hart is a career scammer. And he just played on the whole Bitcoin thing and Ethereum thing to make you think it would happen again. But he can't even update his own product. He doesn't even care anymore. And he's also a weirdo. Like the things that come out after in hindsight are always interesting. Oh yeah, well, it won't bring us. What are you doing? What are you doing then, Von Mozart? You helping new people? Are you helping new people not get scammed, or are you just nodding some more? Richard needs to be done. Richard Hart ends now. And yeah, you can still buy his shit. Obviously, it's on the blockchain, but it's just garbage. Every single ounce. There is nothing better than Ethereum on PulseChain. They don't even add the features that Ethereum has. Centralized exchanges. Don't use Hex. Don't use PulseChain because Richard is involved. It's not because of some conspiracy theory. The truth is, everyone that has 2 brain cells left knows Richard will dump everything out of every orifice of his body on any liquidity pool because it's all fake money, because it's all sitting in his account that he minted for free. Everything that Richard has from Hex and PulseChain, he is a piggy bank for him. But I'm not going to highlight Sam who? Is it true that Sam is in rehab? No, I don't think so. What rehab for what? So yeah, Richard is a career, literally done this 3 times now. Everything he does goes to zero. He's lost all his money 2 or 3 times, and he's documented these things. And I've posted these things all on my Twitter. Yes, people have taken their lives because of Richard, but that can be the same said as people have taken their lives because of leverage trading sites. Richard lost all his money Bitcoin leverage trading back in the day. Dude, I know. Nikki T is so right. Like everything I've posted on Twitter has legitimately like extremely detailed, but people don't want to fall out of the psyop. They want to believe that they can still make it. Richard Hart 2 years ago was on Miss Teen Crypto. Believe this or not. I remember this, but everyone's spamming my DMs with this. I'm going to show you this. Richard Hart was on Miss Teen Crypto, which is fine, but watch him talk about his penis in front of a teenager. And then tell me, yeah, we're going to go there because Richard loves outrage marketing, right? How about I outrage market right back at you with some pedo weird shit? Because Richard Hart is nothing but a liar. And in hindsight, all this shit is disgusting. It's disgusting. It's not even a hit piece, dude. The shit's down 1,000% compared to Bitcoin. 1,000%. I'll show you the charts. We have those. We have those charts. Richard Hart needs to go. Be done. Gone forever. He's making the world so much worse. Richard Hart has made the world worse in every single way. And even the few people that got rich from him are horrible. I'm not saying every one of them. I'm saying Rackham Rochelle, all these naive guys that think that they're like movie stars or something, but really they're just a little puppet on Richard's thing while he owes $200 million to Finland. Richard is a goon. Richard is a weirdo. PulseChain is a scam artist breeding ground. If you could create something that could embody scamming, it wouldn't be Ethereum. It wouldn't even be Solana. Solana's at least fast. It's PulseChain, man. There's one little exit. It's so... I don't care if she's an adult female. Richard's an adult fat retard. And he's about to get Miss Teen Crypto. Well, I don't really know how old she is. I didn't ask, bro. But he's obviously didn't get enough strokes as a kid, which he's also admitted. Let's listen to him babble. Somebody sent me this and I just hit the timestamp. It's real easy. It's real easy with Richard. So I trust whoever sent me this because they probably hate Richard's guts because of stuff like this. Don't give gooners a bad name, dude. I'm not from a long line of gooners. Like, I'm from like different spot. But like, if I could imagine a gooner, it would look like Richard. He would be the king gooner. All right, so make sure you like and make sure you subscribe And this, I am taking down Richard Hart right now. We got 261 live. Actually, you have to repost my shit before we go. I'll just drop the link in the chat. If you don't repost it, you are a puss. Seriously, come on. I'm putting my ass on the line here. I am timing the bottom. I'm timing the exit of Richard Hart. He's totally done. He's backs against the wall. He can't come out. I was the first one to say it with loud and proud. For 5 weeks now, I've been telling everyone, and I've known this for a long time now, but I had to step away because it was too toxic. I've come back to put a finishing touch on Richard Hart. Make sure you spam that shit if you love freedom. Doug, we'll get into everything, all right? We don't give a shit about the sources. Richard, yeah, we do. He's on Europe's Most Fucking Wanted. All right, how about, you know what? Before
So like, sell me. How much?
How about this? Give me 2 seconds. Just without being dumb as fuck, just let me read this. You don't have to. I know that this is Interpol. I know it's Europol. Just hear me out. Crime wanted by Finland. Europe's most wanted fugitives. It only took 1 click. I agree. Fraud, including the affecting the financial interests of the European communities within the meaning of the Convention of 26 July 1995 of the protection of European communities' financial interests. Look at this picture too. He did this more than once? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. He got a little fucking fatter too. Dork. For the purpose of avoiding tax, can you read? Can you read? For the purpose of avoiding tax, Schuler failed to observe a statutory duty pertaining to taxation that is of significance in the assessment of tax. Schuler failed to file business tax returns for the tax multiple years and also failed to complete information of his income on his pre-filled personal tax returns. Schuler received income from his business or income-generating activities sacrifice that have been declared to tax administrations for the purpose of tax assessment. I wrote my taxes off to Richard Hart. Richard Hart physically assaulted a 16-year-old victim, grabbing their hair, dragging them into the stairwell, and knocking them to the ground. While the victim was lying on the back on the floor, Schuler punched them 4 or 5 times in the face, nose, eyes, and head area. Schuler caused the victim to suffer pain, broken facial skin, bleeding, and swelling in the facial area. 16-year-old victim. Interesting. Why would your hands even be near a 16-year-old person if you're a guy? And I'm not trying to, that's obvious. Like, if I was even a 16-year-old girl, what are you punching her in the face for, Richard? Oh, yeah, I bet you are. Richard's going to miss the whole 10,000X in prison. So, if Richard goes to prison, that's bullish for Price. It was a girl. It says a 16-year-old victim. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it said girl. You're right. It says victim. Whatever. I don't know what the fuck it is. All I'm doing is, look at this. Oh, rocket science, rocket science, rocket science. Crypto Coffee is a scammer. All these guys are scammers. Why wouldn't they pull this up? Why won't GoPulse.retards pull this up? Why won't Walrus? Why won't Toby1 Kenobi read this and check out the transformation, dude? Transfo? Yeah. So let's watch Richard talk to a teenage girl about and showing you the charts doesn't even work anymore. Everything's down so bad. Anyone who's actually holding is down so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. You're down 1,000% to Bitcoin. I will show you the charts after I show Richard being a pedo weirdo. Because this just gets my point across better, that it's not about anything other than, it's not about the staking and this. It's about the guy who created it. And this one happens to be the scum of the earth. Dude, Lane, you're not going to believe it, dude. I mean, I know you've seen it, but it's worse the second time. Lane's not going to believe it. Rolando's not going to believe it. CryptoLand's not going to believe it. Iconoclast isn't going to believe it. Nikki T's not going to believe it. The Lone Wolf's not going to believe it. Kilgrave's not going to believe it. Jay Everything's not going to believe it. Antes, Vaughn, Rolando. I mean, Richard, are you here? Do you see me? Or are you still locked in that 7-Eleven basement under a washroom in God knows where? Because you can't come out and because you're too much of a narcissist. All right, let's go. This is Richard talking to a young girl called Miss Teen Crypto 2 years ago about his penis. That's what it says in the thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're buying
Just like-
families.
Well, it's like I'm bragging to like
Yeah.
to fill like I brag about my dick size not because like my friends love bigger dicks than me, but then I look and I'm like apparently my shit's like top 0.5% or whatever.
Oh.
And no one
Yeah.
else is bragging about it. So then I figure I might.
Look at her face while she gets one of the biggest, most disgusting fat people in the world talking to a 16-year-old about how big his dick is compared to his friends. Where are your friends now, dude? What do you check it out online? You don't have any friends, dude. You're the world's biggest scam artist, bro. And you're not even a good one. You don't even care. You don't even erase your fucking horrible calls. You want an out. Richard wants an out. Richard, we're giving you an out, dude. We'll give you your graces. Just say it. I was a fucking scammer. Just say it. Just say it. I'm a scammer. I was wrong. I did this as a money grab to get all your money. Richard, talk about your penis to a young girl. That's trouble where I'm from. In Baltimore, people get mad at others for doing anything remotely like that. And I heard you're from Pittsburgh. They're kind of the same over there, too. All right, I won't keep it slow this time. We're going full speed, Richard Aguner, liar, pedophile guy. 500 live viewers, guys. 500 live viewers. Crank that shit. Crank that shit. I don't care how loud I have to be. Toby One Kenobi, all these weirdos. I don't crypto. Johnny Chaos is the biggest idiot. Johnny Chaos, Brizology. No wonder they like this guy. No wonder. He's the type of guy to talk about his penis to a teenager. Sounds like something Johnny Chaos would do too, because he is a fucking weirdo, or he's just mental. He's so mental, dude. And I know, like Coffee and all them, at least he's a paid shill. Like, he at least has a business that's running on this stuff. So, like, I get his hustle. But other guys, man, I just have to question. It's just mental illness, really. Corey, I'll tell you more about when I'm done. I gotta expose a pedophile first.
And so, like, wherever there's a niche, right? Like
Yeah.
to fill, like, I brag about my dick size not because like my friends love bigger dicks than me, but then I look and I'm like, apparently my shit's like top 0.5% or whatever,
Oh.
and no one
Yeah.
else is bragging about it. So then
He actually thinks this is good for him to say in the moment. He thinks this girl thinks he's cute. This girl wants to die right now. This girl is being paid to sit in front of a camera to talk to a pervert talking about his dick and robbing everyone blind. Johnny seems smart. No, he does not. Johnny seems dumb. Johnny is hook, line, and sinker, ruined his entire life because of this. Oh, God. Everybody, retweet this stuff. Don't let Richard get away with this shit. He can block me on all his alt accounts. Breetep's alt account, they're all alts. None of them are Richard. You don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see the drug or mental illness infestation that is the brain of Richard Hart.
Please.
We'll listen to it again.
well, it's like I'm bragging to like
Yeah.
to fill, like I brag about my dick size not because like my friends love bigger dicks than me, but then I look and I'm like, apparently my shit's like top 0.5% or whatever,
Oh.
and no one
Yeah.
else is bragging about it. So then I figured I might. And so, like, wherever there's a niche, right? Like no one's acting like and like Trump had the role of like overly obtuse, only cares about money, like monolithic, one-dimensional character. Like he filled that role, but it's since been emptied since the cancel culture him. So
he's the president, Riri. Cancel culture. We're gonna cancel culture your fucking ass. Biceps in the chat. If we're gonna cancel Richard Hart. It's so cringe. It's horrible, Crypto Sailor. It's so bad, dude. It's so much worse than just taking money from Jeets. This dude is a full-on... Dude, thank you. Griddle Cakes. Oh, and I want to admit this first, guys. I want to say my whole origin story with this shit. Because I am a student of the game, right? Richard Hart has gave me a lot of skills that have helped me in DeFi. But everything that he's ever created was meant to extract as much value. If you just fade Richard Hart, well, he doesn't talk anymore because he's in a basement of a washroom. But if I profited so heavily off of it that it was so hard for me to think that he was lying until I saw the numbers. Once I really digested the numbers and the 90% supply, and why we don't have V3 liquidity on Ethereum, on PulseChain, why won't he add these features? One is because he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. This is a money grab, and he already grabbed the money. The only dude getting canceled is Richard Hart, because there's some dudes that are built a little different. We wake up early. We're not greedy about every fucking thing, dude. I can be greedy sometimes, but I'm not taking from anyone else. Just push and make value, dude. Sell some car stereos out of your dad's front yard. All he had to do was write a blog about crypto, and he would have been wildly famous. But he's a scumbag, money hungry, and now guess what? The tax man is coming. I wrote off my losses to Richard Schuler himself. I wrote off why, when, his name, affidavit. Guess who's getting a tax return? Me. Guess who owes those taxes? Richard Schuler. And if everyone does that, guess what? He's going to prison, probably. Because he ain't coming up with that. And that's every country, by the way. Yeah, so share it out. Make sure you share this out. If you think this content is refreshing, I'm putting my ass on the line here in a lot of different ways. Seriously. There's 411 people watching on X, and there's 63 live on YouTube, guys. I just need to get my point across because I'm just about done talking about Richard, because the demise is in and I recorded enough videos. I will get the rewards from Richard being wrong because I've said it so loud and so proud for 5 weeks now. I came back to streaming. I looked at the playing field we were on. I realized Richard was still scamming everyone. And the results are in. He's dumping. He's always dumped. He's always made money from this. And the sacrifice dollars will never be put anywhere, even remotely, where you can benefit from them. Richard's not going to make me a millionaire because that's not his game plan. He doesn't want to make Rackham a multi-billionaire either with his sacrifice funds. He doesn't want to make Toby. He doesn't want to make Johnny Chaos. He wants all these losers to lose all their money. No, I won't admit I was wrong. Let me play this back for you real quick. This is the guy that wants to make the world a better place, by the way, John O. F.
About money.
And then I'll show John O. F. the amount of money he's lost by staying in this stupid ecosystem. Okay, I'll show you how much money you lost just to Bitcoin. 1,000% to Bitcoin, you're down. You know how much time that'll take to get back? You know how the numbers, it won't work? If you have 60 stakes, you'll be a millionaire. No, I won't. No, I won't. I used to be a way more. Not than a million, but I had, now it's almost nothing. So Richard got all that money, extracted it to zero, got 3 billion in SAC, and you get nothing. No, yeah, I know, Jono. You will never understand. You will never understand the amount of normal good people that have been destroyed by Richard Hart. If you're defending Richard Hart or grateful for Richard Hart, you're just dumb.
Monolithic. There's a lot bigger dicks. I'm like, hey guys, I've already heard these. Every time someone talks about how good their family is, I'm like, sell me them. How much? Yeah.
Oh no. You're buying
Just like-
families.
Well, it's like
Just look at her freaking face right now as she tries to gather herself while Richard doesn't even realize he's a pedo. Like, that's the thing. Narcissists don't even realize that this is weird. He totally thinks that he's being suave right now. He's blind to it. That's how in the fucking mental hole this guy is. He's been in a mental hole for a long time. The only thing he knows how to do is scam and run and block. Scam, run, and block, Richard. You'll never see your family again. You'll never see your people again. Nobody will respect you. You'll be a loser until you die, and you probably won't even care. He is being disgusting is what he is. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I'm bragging to like
Yeah.
to fill like I brag about my dick size not because like my friends all have bigger dicks than me, but then I looked and I'm like apparently my shit's like top 0.5% or whatever.
And why do you know all your friends have bigger dicks than you, dude? Like, I promise, I don't know if my boys have bigger dicks than me. I have no fucking idea. We don't really compare dicks. What the fuck is going on? Richard's gay, I guess. For one. Me and my neighbor had a cup of coffee this morning. Never did the dick size thing come up. We just talked about like cutting rates. Guys, please help me understand why you think that PulseChain, the thing that Moon King and Toby One Kenobi and Maddie All In and Hexy Bastard, Panos, KR, Rackham Rochelle, tell me about the rally we're about to have. Tell me about the rally. Are we about to rally? No. The truth is, this is going to be worse than Celsius. This is going to be worse than FTX. And guess what? Celsius got 72.5% of their money back. FTX recovered 100% of the funds. Guess how much you'll recover from this? 0. Yeah, so if you like pedos and prices going down forever, because that's my face, bro. And I haven't been sleeping that much because I have to tell everyone how much of a fucking scam artist Richard is so Twitter can pay me. Twitter is now paying me to talk shit about Richard Hart. Value extracted. Value extracted. Facts over friends every time, Kilgraves. I will die before I spit putrid lies everywhere. Richard is a absolute walking contradiction, pedo lying scam artist, serial career scam artist. It's all documented. He told you everything he ever did. He told you he lost it all. Leverage trading. He told you his wife almost got murdered in Panama because he was dealing with drug dealers and doing shady business. What happens when shady people do shady business over and over again? They get involved with other shady people that rob them. And then he decided to double down, lose it all leverage. Then he decided to get all your money and lose it all again. Because that's how life works. You won't be missed, bro. You'll never be known, bro. Bruh. So let's go one more time on that, just because I really want to hammer home this like pedo idea. And we'll rewind it a little bit to see how he's kind of going about it.
A lot of people are talking about their mini backpacks. I was telling them, you guys got to post your mini backpacks on Twitter, get it in style.
Post them.
I really like that big backpack with the little baby backpack.
Yeah.
It's like so cute.
Yeah.
It's like a little backpack family.
And you can put them on what you want, you know, like you can add them where you want. This one I always want to put a finger monkey in. They make monkeys that are about this size. They're called tarsier monkeys when they're a baby. And you just feed it like stuff, you know.
That's so cute. That's actually
last time I posted, I said this is where I keep all the cares I have for my haters. Right in there, in this little tiny backpack. I wonder if a Ferrari key would fit in there, actually. Look at that. Ferrari key holder right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Wow, that's perfect.
Do it.
That's
Let's do it right now.
that's perfect.
Who?
See, if you have a Ferrari key, that bag is perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's great. That's so cute. I absolutely love it. All right.
And here's the funny thing: like half this shit, I probably made money. Like, which is hilarious. Well, I mean, the euro has come down so much. The European products, in theory, are falling with them. So
yeah.
I mean, I don't know. My 1,000 horsepower Ferrari is still $1 million. Like, I just looked at the DuPont registry. I'm like, oh yeah, so much money. Like, in my car as well.
Yeah.
I end up dude, I accidentally make so much money. Like,
just by accident.
Oh, it's by accident, you fat fucking loser. 555 live viewers, 555 live viewers. Oh, it's by accident. You engineered this whole thing. Richard Hart was in my DMs back in the day when he saw I was tweeting, telling me to buy, and that he, trying to get new investors that were brand new excited while we were in the bull run. He manipulated this entire thing. He spent about probably $100,000 to get that thing to 52 cents liquid. And then everyone else just FOMO'd. And everyone missed the boat except just the few guys that he got in. Those guys will be forever loyal to him. And who knows how he got them in, but they're forever loyal to him, no matter what. I'm the one that's streaming and not doing shit, not asking for any money, not asking for any paid groups, not having anything that you can pay me. So Big Boy Garms, you're the broke loser. Go back to work. Have fun. Have a great day. Tell your boss I said what's up. Tell him GRC said what's Gucci. Tell him saw. Thanks, bro. Woo! It's getting hot in here, guys. How many different countries does Richard owe money? That is the roulette game. Hey, take a shot if Richard owes your country money. Or whatever the game is. Let's go back to him talking about his pee-pee to a teenager.
Well, it's just good taste, like I know what people are going to want. And so then since I care what people want, I get that stuff,
Yeah.
So like I own the world's biggest diamond, quickest Ferrari, most expensive Rolexes ever made. I'll add to that list.
That's some capital right there. Like that's a lot of stuff you
Richard used to just say he was rich. Now he can go on Teen Girl's show and just say he's rich again because he stole all your money.
can pass down to future hearts.
You know what everyone will say in the comments? He still can't get laid. And my family loves me.
He still can't get laid. No, that's actually true. I bet you for sure he's struggling in that department right now, being that he's the world's biggest scammer and there's 17 countries coming after him. Every girl is a threat to him. He can't even put his face on video without having a black backdrop because if anyone sees anything in the room, they'll know where he is and they'll probably arrest him. If you stand with me, retweet the damn stream, spam the stream. I'm putting my ass on the line here. I'm not asking anyone for money for anything. And I'm not saying that making money from a YouTube channel is bad or good or whatever. You can make money in the right ways. You do not have to scam people. If Richard Hart had a crypto blog for the last 10 years, he would probably be making $1 million a year on that alone. And that would just be enough to be a normal, fun guy. That is awesome. But now he's a world-renowned career scammer. Thank you for reposting the stream. Let's go back to Richard Hart being a pedo. Yeah, hardware, you got lucky, but it's still fucked. Yeah, I know you got lucky. I did too, hardware. I'm telling you. I'm trying to tell you. You got lucky. I got lucky. You were just caught before this whole madness came. And I got awesome rewards too from all this. But guess what? The proof is in the pudding, brother. It's down 1,000% to Bitcoin. And Richard said if you hold any coin that's down for 5 years, you're an idiot. Hex is almost down to its original price when it first started. Will Bitcoin ever go down to its original price? Will Ethereum ever go down to its original price after $3 billion are sacrificed in all these bullshit slosh tokens? Every time this chart pumps, he is extracting the rest of the value. Keep watching it. It's only going down. All right. I will. Let him say the penis thing one more time. Dude, Hex Geo, dude, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yes, it did. Zach Anderson, correct. If any governments are watching this show, just know, fuck this guy. Scammed 250,000 retail investors. That's correct. And all the money's in his wallet now, and all your shit is zeroed. And your stakes are worthless. No, you don't understand anything hardware. There can be wallets on wallets on wallets on airdrops on airdrops on airdrops. Richard knows the book, and he knows how to avoid guys like you knowing what he's doing. He's a couple years ahead. Yes, I am a real person with a real conscience, and I really thought that we might have a shot here, but this dude proved by not updating his code, by not updating the blockchain, by running and hiding and being a little bitch and fucking talking to teenage girls like he's a pedo about his dick and how he talks about his friends' dicks. This dude's 45 fucking years old. I'm 31 years old, and this is inappropriate to me. In 15 years, if this shit ever utters out of my mouth, I will actually be so fucking, I'll just die. I'll be so that's just because he's a sociopath, dude. He doesn't care. He doesn't think about it. He sits in his room, he goons, and he gets his money seized from governments or loses it leverage trading or has massive gangsters coming after it to kill him because he is a career shortcut taker, criminal, never producing anything, all fluff, all spam, all nothing. Proceed. Penis talk soon.
And I have fitness. You can't buy fitness. Those are the three best.
You don't have fitness, fat fuck.
I'm like, hey guys, I've already heard these. Every time someone says it talks about how good their family is, I'm like, sell me them. How much?
Yeah. Oh no, you're buying families.
Here it comes.
Well, it's like I'm bragging to like to fill like I brag about my dick size not because like my friends all have bigger dicks than me, but then I look and I'm like apparently my shit's like top 0.5% or whatever.
Oh.
And no one else is bragging about it. So then I figured I might. And so like wherever there's a niche, right? Like no one's acting like, and like Trump had the role of like overly obtuse, only
This is pedophile behavior.
cares about money.
And he has an assault on a 16-year-old, which we just read on this. So if you see this, Richard Hart, Europe's most wanted fugitives, Richard Schuler, wanted Finland, of many of countries he's wanted in. He does no longer resides in Finland, actually. Again, Schuler physically assaulted 16-year-old victim by grabbing their hair, dragging them into the stairwell, and knocking them to the ground. While the victim was lying on the ground, on their back on the floor, Richard punched them 4 or 5 times in the nose, eyes, and head area. Wow. I hope that this dude burns in hell. Fucking Chad. All right, pedo stuff gone. All right, let's go to the charts real quick. And then I'll go, let's go to the charts real quick. All red death. 100% red death everywhere. PulseX down 13% on the 24-hour. Hex down 10%. This is after 99% dips, guys. This is after 99% dips. Richard is the never-ending fucking loser of crypto forever. It doesn't matter what happens now. He already lost. And I'll show you on Twitter what I mean. And if you're not following my Twitter at this point, you are cooked. You are perma-cooked. You are cooked. Oh my God, the first thing that came up, literally. First thing that popped out right here. Hex versus BTC chart. Hex is down almost 1,000x or 99.9% versus Bitcoin in 3.7 years. Far worse than your BCF post. So Richard posted this. BSV down versus Bitcoin 97% in 2.5 years. So that's really bad. How is my coin doing versus Bitcoin? Not very good anymore, bro. You're fucked. You're a liar. You belong in prison. You made the world a worse place. You stole from good investors. And let's see his last activity. Let's see if we've gotten him to move at all. He's blocked me, obviously, because he's a fucking coward. A coward, a dork, someone who wishes he could get girls but can't, someone who wishes people would accept him but they don't because of his actions. We would have accepted you, Richard. You could have just been a normal guy. Everyone gave you a million chances. You went for greed. They wrote this story in a lot of Bibles. When you're a fucking fat retard who's greedy, you burn in hell. That's what happens. The only reason Ink Token bulls up compared to other stuff is because he doesn't own it. If he owned most of the Ink Token, it would go to zero so fast. That's Rackham's honey hole. Hardware, that's not fucking true, dude. That's so not fucking true. BNB, XRP, ADA, Tau, everything. Way better. Where's Richard? Oh, yeah, he can't show his location. You know why? Because he's on the run. Why didn't Richard ever do black backdrops before with black T-shirts where you can't see the walls? Because he doesn't know where people want him to know where he is. Period. End of story. Now let's go to my Twitter, which has been maxed out lately. Obviously, we have the collapse of Richard Hart. If you support what I'm doing, where did the ETH go? Nobody knows. Yeah, we know. We all know. Go ahead and retweet that tweet. Richard thought needing 100x to break even was excessive dump. I need 100x to break even on Hex. To break even. 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 Imagine 100x to break even. That's losing all your money. Richard is a scammer once again. This is Richard in 4 business days. 4 business days from now, this is Richard Hart. He might live stream because he might have a little, his conscience might be refreshed. If you want to post this all around the internet, please do. Here's this tweet. Look, Richard Hart in 4 business days, Hex is going to 0. Oh, yeah, Go Pulse went down. Keep typing my name. Every dog has its day. Here's the stream from today. Every dog has his day, but Richard Hart was a parasite. He bit the hand that fed him. Now he's getting put down. You work for us now, Richard. The game has flipped. Richard, you owe us 100 extra. You can't even show your face, and you owe the government 200 million, at least in Finland, and you can't show your face. Yes, yes, yes. Keep spamming this shit because they mass block. No. Yeah, no, it was a dog bite. Mayflower is a dog bite. It was just a little nip. It just opened up real wide. But it was just like a little nip when I wasn't paying attention in this little dog. Well, it wasn't really a little dog, but it was just a little nip. Yeah, dude, Bepe's gone up so bad. If I don't even want to show that. I don't want to show to get off topic, but I'm not. Go ahead and share that. This is all Richard dumping. In April and May last year, the 3rd biggest wallet in Richard Hart's ecosystem dumped 278 billion Pulse for a total of 5,133 ETH, worth 17 million back in the days. I'm pretty much saying, Jay Perry, wait for it to go to 0. If you want to buy the dip, wait for it to go to 0. Not like 0, but like so bad that it's like PDI went down 99% on a day. That was Richard too. So, and here's Richard with his biggest fan, Tiger King. Tiger King's a little bit of an interesting case because he really just doesn't know about the specifics of crypto, but he's just kind of a hype train. And that's how Richard is too. Like Richard knows the specifics, but this is Richard right here stealing your money. Richard will do a stripper pole exit when he knows it's all a scam just to get your money. And that's exactly what he did.
Down after holding 5 years. What are you, stupid?
Oh, you're down after holding 5 years and you're stupid.
Bro, you're down after holding 5 years. What are you, stupid? You want to be down after holding 5 years? Bro, you're down after holding 5 years. What are you, stupid? You want to be.
And here's just another service announcement. I don't have to show you guys the numbers anymore. Everything's down forever. This is like every morning. I've been posting this every morning for 4 weeks. Like, this is not, we're a little bit better at this now. Exactly, Griddle. Exactly, Griddle. He's always trying to make money for what he needs. Yes, Hex down. No, Hex users are down from day 201. I bought Hex on day 201 for 1 penny. It went to 54 cents. It's now almost a fifth of a penny. It's worse than when it started. And then Richard nuked eHex himself. Richard lied and nuked eHex and destroyed so many more people that weren't paying attention. Because you don't always pay attention to your people's investments when they say they're forever time locks. Richard's a scumbag, dude. A serious, serial, sociopathic scumbag. And he needs to be stopped and new investors. And I think I can stop him. Remember when he said 52 weeks to shake out the weak hands? Remember when he said 52 weeks to shake out the weak hands? Remember? See that pre-workout right there? Gorilla Mind. Great pre-workout. Shout out to Derek More Plates, More Dates. I do want a sponsorship, Derek. And I will get that sponsorship when I earn it. 775 viewers in here, guys. I'm going to give my last take, right? We've been going on for 46 minutes. The truth of the matter is Richard Hart performed a scam. He knew it was a scam from day one. He got enough people to think he was rich, even though he lost all his money in Bitcoin leverage trading, and he admitted that they believed in his image because he could talk the talk. Well, then Richard needed to get the rest of the money. So Richard pumped this thing because he does have money. He pumped this thing to 54 cents rather easily, I'm telling you. When you have all of the supply, and again, the reason centralized exchanges don't list Hex is because Richard Hart owns 90% of the supply of all his coins. So it's just a bad investment for centralized exchanges because he'll just dump out of their liquidity pool. Straight up. That's why he doesn't talk about that shit anymore. So there's 2 hexes. There's fucking 10 stupid fucking shit coins that all depreciate on a vapor chain. I would be so afraid of the bridge if I were you. If you have real capital on that fucking chain and that bridge is so fickle and will fail so fast. I know this for certain. The bridge risk is huge. You saw Google go down in the bridge. Oh, just download the IFPS. No one cares. Nobody does that. Shit tech. Shit crypto. Richard has not updated anything. All the validators are centralized from his accounts. He's been selling this shit forever. We have documented it all over my Twitter. No. Will I apologize? No. Richard will be in prison. The only way for all-time highs is if Richard passes away from heart disease or goes to jail for pedophilia or anything where Richard no longer has his keys. If Richard doesn't have his keys, I think that Bitcoin can do all-time highs. Lost 2K on the Pulse Bridge. Sounds about right. Everything Richard does is a death trap for you to lose your money. A death trap. If you are investing in Richard Hart products still, your mom, Most, Teddy Bear, all this shit, Solid X, not good. Atropa Die, not good. GoPulse, the worst of the worst. GoPulse is the worst of the worst. They've been around for a long time scamming motherfuckers. Matty All In and scamming everyone all the time. Pump Tires, the biggest scam site on all PulseChain. And Richard Hart created it. I don't care. Oh, bullshit. Yeah, everyone lost all their money in 100 different ways. Whatever Richard, if you're watching a Richard live stream, you're losing money. If Richard Hart is in your brain space, you're losing money. If Richard Hart has any control over one of the thoughts you have in a day, you've lost significantly, because he is a cancer of a human being. And he is a disgusting excuse for a man. And he will die on his deathbed, smiling a little grin by himself. And he'll be known for going to hell and burning. He is a piece of live dirt. I did a lot of content about this guy because I believed in what he was saying before the results were in. Now the results are in. I'm a results guy. I like results. I don't like Richard's results. They're horrible. You're down so bad. Every word Richard has ever said in his life has been wrong about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has done nothing but outperform every single one of Richard Hart's products. If you traded and stayed liquid, you won. That's what I preached for years. Stay liquid. Even with Zen, with Hex, with all these things, we made a killing by staying liquid. Sorry about all that. Sorry about all that stuff. Any bad words I said, please excuse me. It's been a real rough road. I need you to rally behind me. And I need this to not go anywhere. Richard needs to be held accountable, and I will make sure it. Human respect and human decency is number one. Talking to teenage girls about your wiener, that's not good where I'm from. That's not good. Stealing everyone's money in a scam, not good as well. Having everyone in the world write their tax losses off to you so you have to pay them, and the government will find you. And your time is up, Richard. Win stream, Richard. Win stream, Crypto Coffee. You want to come on? You all saw what happened when I went on RH Max. I still get messages that was the best content on that channel. It's because I laid it out. I called Brizology a fucking pussy loser, because that's what he is. And Johnny Chaos, and Toby, and RG3, and Rack and Rochelle, and Crypto Coffee. All these guys are absolute intellectual sellouts. They don't have two fucking original ideas to rub together. Literally, Crypto Coffee made a fucking top hat token based on a top hat that Richard Hart wears, while they're down 100,000% to everything else, and his shitcoin is falling. And guess what? The only green candle on it was the one that he made. What kind of coding do I have to learn about Arch? The shit code on Hex? Hex code is shit. PulseChain is shit. They don't even fork any of the updates. It's shit. He can't even copy and paste the updates. And the reason Richard Hart doesn't add V3 liquidity is because it gives guys with smaller positions an advantage. And he needs the yield. Docile, what part? Someone want to drop a clip in here? Let me scroll through this just a little more.
I'm so afraid to talk about anything without reading the audits and making sure people aren't going to get wrecked, right? Like I hate it when people get wrecked. So you.
Oh, he hates it so bad when people get wrecked, guys. He hates it so bad. Oh my God, he hates it so bad. What a fat fucking loser. What a fat fucking loser. It's a great life lesson. This has been a great life lesson. And the tools that Richard's taught me about scammy behavior has helped me in the EVM world. But I refuse to bring those traits anywhere else that I'm playing.
Rarely ever hear me talk about things that.
I am telling you.
Meanwhile, this dude has to be getting paid. He is getting paid from somebody to do this, dude. There's no way. I feel like he's smarter than this. There's no way. There's no way Sami believes this shit.
I am the dev. I am telling you, stop buying this stupid coin not worth talking about. I am the dev. I am telling you, stop buying this stupid.
And I'm Internet Money KG is setting up a debate for me and Tiger Cock on fucking Sunday. So I told him I would do it. They've been spamming the shit out of me. I'll go in there and absolutely dominate everybody without preparing. I don't need to prepare for this. There's no preparation needed to dismantle Richard Hart. It's so easy now. It's just disgustingly easy. Look at all these. Oh, Jesus Christ. Unfortunately, this is not Richard's first scam he has performed, but this is his last cycle in crypto. He is out of ideas, trigger shy, and he's lazier than ever. Oh, by the way, he's on the run. Stop pushing his shit. I'm telling you, it's bad. This is literally his group. This is him hanging out with Tiger King on the ranch. Right here. No, B-Roots is just a scammer. B-Roots bought the top. B-Roots sucks at everything. He scams everyone constantly. The only way he makes money is scamming people. Moon King is a serial scammer. Meanwhile, there are places in crypto that are amazing. That's not what this episode is about, but don't be fooled. I've had BitTensor. I've been playing around with meme coins on Chia. Base liquidity providing is insanity. The fees are insane. There are golden fucking places in crypto still, and you just need to open your eyes. Bitcoin is 100%. I think it's kind of a weird time, but if you don't have Bitcoin and Ethereum exposure, you're in big trouble. All right, guys. Richard Hart will never debate again. I need you to blow this tweet up. Seriously. We have 882. Dude, I will do a whole episode on BitTensor, bro. You see this? Let's bring Richard back. 8625. That'll give Richard plenty of time to get everything back on track, right? Those 2 months. Richard Hart will never debate again. He hides like a bitch. Too insecure about the death of his charts, too ashamed of the scammer community, too rich to care about the scammers he enabled. Once Richard got the bag, he stopped calling them out. Now PulseChain is run by frauds, including Richard, and he won't say a word. Defend yourself, Richard. Aren't you the smartest man in crypto? You literally bought the ETH top on the day to prove it, you fat loser. $900 live viewers. I'll drop this in here. Spam this shit. Let him know. Let him know that you know. Let him know that you know. And here I wrote how you can attach a notarized affidavit to your tax return showing who you gave the money to, Richard Hart, whenever the sacrifice date was, what for the purpose of his stupid fucking scam that he got everyone and the government's coming after him for, why it's unrecoverable, any proof of the collection attempts, report loss on 8949, then carry your Schedule D on your tax form. Get some tax relief, guys. And this was Richard. Celsius is down 99%. Withdrawals frozen. Mashinsky in hiding. Guess who's in hiding now, bitch? You are. You're hiding. You're done. You're gone. It's over for you. Period. End of story. I'm calling Richard Hart's last cycle. Make sure you watch my show when he's fucking in prison. He doesn't have enough resources to come after every fucking dude who knows he's a pedo. Fucking weirdo. Richard Hart will die before he learns the lesson. That's just life. He'll lose it all again until he stops. This was 4 days ago, so don't get it twisted. He'll lose it all again until he stops using others and manipulating everything around him. The truth is he pushed away his family, he pushed away his real friends, and now he's hiding, waiting for relief. Here's a plot twist. The best time to quit smoking is when you're broke. Running out of money might be the best thing to ever happen to you. That's God teaching you how to let go, brother. You better let go or you're fucking done. You're cooked. And this is, Twitter now pays me to talk shit about Richard Hart. 22 retweets. Pay your mortgage by talking shit about Richard Hart. It works. Good morning. Richard sold us a dream with PulseChain, but in reality, it's down 16x to Ethereum. You'll never get that back. Ever, 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 ever. Richard Hart, scam test results are in. Richard Hart has one move: run, hide, scam, and block. Panama collapse when he lost everything in Panama from shady drug dealers. Bitcoin leverage wrecked, lost everything, trading leverage. Next, he will lose your sacrifice bags to the government. He ducks real combos to avoid showing how dumb he is. Blocked me. You can't block what I'm building. Richard down 16x to ETH, 100x or flee, fat fuck. Let him know. Spam these all over the internet, dude. I'm just telling you, I need, like, if you're watching this on Rewind, go to the fucking live chat. Retweet everything. Everything. Richard Hart, you got your followers absolutely fucked, mate. 16x worse results than Ethereum. You're a bluff artist. How can you frame everyone out of this one? You lost so bad. You talk so much shit. You belittled so many people. You can't block everyone, big boy. Release the SAC funds, brother. Pump my shit. 100x or you're fired. Here's Richard running with the chicken wing in his hand because he's a fat loser. Richard Hart works for us now. This is the message I'm getting across. Richard owes us 100x, and we're going to make him live up to that standard. I promise you that. Richard owes me 100x, or I'm plastering his fat ass all over the internet for the rest of time. And I hope that he's in jail looking on his little iPhone he got to pay for. Oh, yeah. No, I have a bubble chart of every bad business deal he's ever done. If you DM me, I'll give it to you. And if you want to join my private Telegram, that's where the alpha is. I don't charge anything. There is no charge, no coin, no nothing. Just people talking about crypto and actually making moves. DM me. If you DM me, I'll send you the invite link. One thing I appreciated about GRC time streaming was the amount of focus you put into doing the homework and really learning the nitty gritty. Thank you. That's what I'm best at, guys. If you want to know what I'm best at, it is looking at the nitty gritty, taking my time and evaluating these things with an open mind. I always have and I always will. When stuff was going up and it was working, it was different. Richard's lies, they still held weight. Now they hold no weight because the results are in. I had to bitch at Richard to get the front end fixed. I had to tell everybody that the bridge was broken. I had to let everyone know Go Pulse went down. It's like, and all these guys blocked me. 16 known scammers have blocked me. And also Richard Hart. What does that let you know? Richard, oh, look at this. Look how gross this is, dude. This is so gross.
To me. Bring me you just got balled on, boy. You're nothing compared to me.
This is streaming on
Your
3
girl,
platforms,
dog.
by the way.
You just got balled on, boy.
800
You're
live
nothing
viewers.
compared to me. Bring me your girl, dog. Let me get it.
You can't even see your PP, Richard. What's the girl going to do down there? Touch your fucking fat roll?
You just got balled on, boy. You're nothing compared to me.
This is streaming on
Yo,
3
girl.
platforms. That's an embarrassing one, so make sure you retweet that if you're in here. Just spam it. 7 stakes on both chains, and I have 37 stakes on both chains, and you work for me now. If you don't perform, I will plaster your fat ass all over the internet for 100 years straight. And I'm younger than you, bro. And I got more energy than you. And I haven't lied for fucking 10 years straight. That's got to weigh on you. That has to weigh on. I have 37 stakes on both chains, and you work for me now. All right, so this is the final thing I'm going to say, guys. Final thing. Make sure 900 live on X, 75 live on YouTube. 900 live on X, 75 live on YouTube. Okay? Markets are getting wrecked right now. Don't really buy into that. I think it could be a bear trap, but this is how you should play the Richard Hart thing. If you're a degen and you're going to stay in it and degen it, first of all, I'm waiting in ETH until this thing drops to fucking 0. I am waiting in ETH until this thing drops to fucking 0. Do not risk your shit. If it goes up 2x before you buy again, who gives a fuck? Fuck Richard. He's a fat idiot. He wants your money so bad, and he needs it worse than you think. Plot twist, Richard Hart works for us now. Must read. If you're fortunate enough to hold Ethereum while PLS bleeds 99% to it, Richard will shift, saying that's not wrecked somehow. You get the chance to have 100% leverage on Richard's entire reputation for $10,000. Think about it. $10,000 equals exposure to his legacy. You need 100x comeback to survive. You just need to sit and watch. Downside as bad as it's ever been. Upside 100x. Let him prove us wrong. Let him make us rich. Don't overexpose. Just recognize the shift in power. Richard Hart works for us now, or he's never coming back to the internet. 100x or you're gone, fat fuck. I'll wait for 1,000 live in here before I call it. Make sure you smash that like if you haven't on YouTube. I'm going to do the call to action thing before I go. If you got completely cooked by Richard Hart, I need you to put a message under in the comments telling me about your experience, telling me how you got in, telling you where the lie kind of caught you. That way we can bring more exposure to all these scammers and these liars, right? If there's documentation all over Twitter about how much of a scammer Richard is, if it's everywhere within the AI, within everything, you have. I don't promote anything on. I cannot promote anything on PulseChain, dude. Nothing. I think it's all vapor. I think it's all fake. I think it's all fake. I think it's all lies. I think it's only going down. It's gonna pump here and there, but like it's just Richard getting his last little beans. So just understand, Richard has always lied to you. It's been a lie since day one, and he told you the entire game plan the whole way. Richard, people tell you what they're doing if you listen closely. And Richard has lied, manipulated, and been nothing but absolutely awful in every single way as a human being. He has no spirit. As a human being, he is full of anger. He's an angry man, and he takes it out on others to enrich himself and make him feel better. Now he hides in a basement in Russia. 1,002 live viewers. Thank you. We can end it now. Richard, something you'll never have. Any fucking balls. Any fucking balls. It sounds like you like touching balls more than I would say from your little teenage girl rant. If you just got here, just realize in the beginning we were looking at Richard Hart telling a teenage girl about how big his penis was. No, my emotions are not controlling me, bro. I've been out of this shit for 1.5 years. I'm getting paid now, Buffalo. I get paid now. Richard Hart meltdown, make me money. Yeah, Sci-Vibe was 100% manipulative. He doesn't even use any of the techniques. He lied in the whole entire thing. He talked about working out and fitness. He's fat. He talked about everything. His skin is fat. His skin is gross. It's overweight. He's lying. He's scamming. He doesn't actually work out. He just types that to give you like kind of like an idea that he's a normal human. This is Richard all day long. Oh, so most token. Oh, let's come out with pump tires. If you appreciate, you're full of judgment, bro. Yeah, Richard's full of judgment. Richard's full of everyone else's fucking money. All right, well then get the F out of here, you ding dongs. Have fun with your money all going to zero. Richard Hart, there's bridge worries. If you're worried about the bridge, I would be worried about the bridge. Yeah, just start going to the gym. And I'm only bringing the same energy that dude brought when he was talking like a pedo online to teenage girls, when he was stripper polling in front of everyone, begging for their money. Richard begged you for his money. He went to Miami and got on a stripper pole for you to have. He needed your money. He needed everyone to think and know he was rich. And guess what? Now he hides in a little dungeon where he can't show his face. Good job, Richard. You'll probably never see your parents again. You can never come to U.S. soil again. Sure, you can never go to Finland again. You're on Europe's most wanted for assault on a 16-year-old and tax fraud, aggravated. Have an amazing day, guys. Good to see you. Retweet all my shit. Spam it. I will follow you back on Twitter. If you want a Telegram link, you have to DM me. That's the alpha. Having a great day. Peace out. Bye, 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 bye.